Okay, hello. Sorry, I needed it to give it a few, and I needed a good restroom. But all right, I think should be set up now. All right, there we go. All right, so I kind of set it up just really quickly to uh to show the little what's called a Quest 3S unboxing and stuff. Hello, Logan. Hello, Janessa. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. So today I'm what's called gonna be opening up a giveaway box that I got from the Woods and stuff, which I'm very excited to open. They were giving out pretzels and they're giving out snacks and equestrian. And one of my friends won the equestrian, or not? No, one of my friends won the pretzels. I won the equestrian, but yeah, what's it called? I just got it here. I just want to make sure that everybody's in the chat before I open it and stuff, and give it a few minutes and stuff. I've been excited. I've been excited. I couldn't really sleep last night. No. But I do have a Quest 2 video that I had unboxed it like in the past when I first started streaming and like very early on and like with anything before I even got on actually VRChat. Wait, like for a long time because I think I tried it for a little bit, and then I got the headset for VRChat, and then it was just so much better and stuff like. But let me know if you guys are in the chat. I appreciate everybody being here. Let me see. Also check out the new follower emotes that I created. They should be in the chat on Twitch. They should be on Kick, Twitch, and TikTok if you have a sub, I think, on TikTok or so. But on I don't know how to do it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But check out the new emote. I have follower emotes and also subscription emote. Let me know. Oh shit. That's a what's it called? That's the notification for TikTok. My thing's not on the my headphones. There we go. All right, let me know whenever everybody's in here and stuff like that. I'll if anything, I'll just do it at the 10-minute mark. I appreciate everybody coming. It's a very small box too. Like well, it's not very small, but like compared to like the Quest 2 and stuff, it had like a long box. I'm like, oh, nice little box, but feel it moving around. Charge it up before I connect it to all the PCVR. Let me know. Are you guys in here? Can you guys hear me? Is it live? Hello. I see 6 viewers in the chat, or 8 now. What's it called? Are we in here? Are we in here? We can hear you. Okay, awesome. Where? I need to check it. On. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Okay. All right. Should I just start it up now? Let's see. I just gotta get some scissors. So what's called a thank you the words, thank you for giving everybody opportunity to win, and like the way I won, and it was just amazing. Thank you for everything, and like I'm so happy that I have what's it called have found such a community like you guys and many more. And I hope like there's just so many opportunities to give away headsets or avatars or just fun stuff to create more excitement. Even VRChat Plus and stuff like that like that creates excitement and stuff like that. You know, thank you guys, thank you, and this is gonna help me out with that with a lot of things moving forward, especially because the Quest 2 was outdated and stuff like that. And what's it called? I'm just happy. Thank you. I've never actually won something so what's it called? Amazing like this. So this is the most this is one of the most amazing things I've ever done. For sure. Get Quest 3S. Look at that. Yeah, now what's called now I could upgrade, check out all the new things and stuff like that. And I think it comes with Batman Arkham Shadow, so I have to try that now on PC VR and stuff like that. How do I open it? Look how pretty, I know, yeah. There we go. Oh, dang. Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's so light. Oh, it feels like so light. Dang. I wonder if my head strap works on here. I'm not sure. Just come off. Check it out on a video and stuff like that, but yeah. I think my mask thing will probably work here too. The controllers, they look so cool. That's for sure. That's something I'm gonna miss. My Quest controllers is that I have like these all set up and stuff. So I'm gonna need a new thing, but they're super small too and stuff. So cool. Not throw it. No, I'm scared. I remember when I first got the Quest, and my family got the Quest too, and stuff like that. We were all trying it, and we were like trying a boxing game. We were trying different games on it. People were like hitting the wall, and it was hilarious. So it just makes me get a lot of flashbacks. Ah, thank you, Janessa. Thank you, the Woods. Thank you everybody for joining along. Thank you everybody like that plays VRChat to make things like this happen. Like a year ago, I heard about this giveaway and stuff, and I I I could never imagine myself winning it, but I'm right here, you know. Oh yeah, thank you. The best link to the best head strap. Cool, thank you. Ah, this gives me a lot of positivity. Thank you so much. I can't wait to try it. I do need to charge it up and stuff like that. And I got a few things to work on, but I will be for sure on tonight. I don't know if I'll stream. Uh what's it called? I still need to test out a few things within the stream and stuff like that and see if it works on multi-stream and different things and stuff. So give me like about a week or two. I'll stream and stuff, but I will be trying it on PCVR tonight. I need to get it to work, and I already know how to set it up, so I just need to charge it up, sign in, and So happy. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, VRChat, for bringing us together, and like, and just so many things. um, I think I will be stopping the stream right now. Other than that, like, shout out to the Woods, Janessa, Logan. They're part of the Woods, you know, Bear, Logan Bear L Woods and Janessa L. What's called. We're hoping to create more communities in VRChat, just support people and stuff, and enjoy like life. You know, just see where everything goes. Well, it brought me here, so let's keep on going. You know, I'm so happy. Um, I'm gonna go get high and have uh, charge my headset. So excited for you. I still haven't played the Batman Arkham game yet. Came with my headset as well. Oh, okay. Heck yeah. I wonder if it's on multiplayer. But I will be leaving. Thank you guys, everybody, and you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.